obviously this team has been playing well over the last couple of weeks. For you, how difficult has it been on the sideline watching and kind of the perception of, well, this team is playing well without you? How have you handled that, or if that's something that's you've even considered?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to be out watching the games without being able to be out there and play the game I love. And but it is what it is. I have to be healthy when I'm out there. I cannot be not at 100% when I'm out there. So just was putting in a lot of work, which is not fun. Always when you're by yourself and just doing treatment and working out and lifting. It's never that as fun as being with the team, doing all the activities with the team. So. But that's when I have to lock in and be a soldier and do my work and to make sure I can be, as soon as possible practicing like today with the guys and stuff. So it's a good feeling to get back closer to being able to play, and yeah, it's good the team's playing well. That's always good, and I look forward to adding more to what we're doing right now.
Callie?
Hey, KP, Rick mentioned that Wednesday is kind of the target date for you to get back. I'm curious, why is it important for you, or what do you feel like you'll benefit from getting to play in the regular season before the games and the playoffs start? What do you think you'll be able to gain from that?
It's just being with the team. It wouldn't be right if I start the playoffs. We've been building this whole regular season, so I don't want to miss any games at all. I want to be a part of everything, but it is what it is, and hopefully I can get those last few games in to make sure my conditioning is good. Just to clean everything up, make sure we're on point and we're ready to go for in the playoffs.
Okay, Dwayne.
Yes, KP. I don't like the cart hitting my knees also coming down the aisle. I just want to tell you that first.
You know my pain. Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, what is it about this team? You guys are 24-0 when you're leading after the first quarter. It doesn't matter what happens the last 3 quarters of the game. If you win the first quarter, you're going to win that ball game.
That's a crazy stat. That is a crazy stat right there. So that's all we got to do. Win the first one, we can already go home, right?
Tim Cato.
Hey, what's the specifics of the injury that you've had and been dealing with over the past games? And is there one that it's most similar? I know you missed 10 games last year, also with knee soreness. And is it a similar injury to that, or is it a similar situation?
Not even. I mean, it was weird because it started with the ankle, and then kind of maybe it was because of the you limp a little bit with the ankle, and now it's the knee started bothering me a little bit. I'm not sure, and I don't want to give any medical what I have going on. That I leave that to the doctors. I'm just doing my part and make sure I'm healthy, that my legs are strong, and I'm ready to go, and that's it. So. Yeah, it is what it is. I look forward to this off season really because it's been a tough year for me. The injury happened in the bubble. No off season pretty much. I did the surgery later than no, I did it a little bit later to get a little bit of rest from the bubble and the long season that we had last year. Expecting the season was going to start in March, so I started the season late. Didn't have an off season really. Didn't have any. Preseason games, practices with the team, jump right in. It's not easy, and especially with a condensed schedule like we have this season. We barely have any practices, so I didn't have any practices either with the team. So it's been a tough year from that aspect, But I've tried to do my best and making sure I'm in the best shape possible and healthy and letting the medical staff know when whatever's going on, and that's it. And I'm just, as I said, trying to be a soldier and do my part.
Mac?
Yeah, Kristaps, I think there are a lot of fans who are concerned because of your height, types of injuries you sustained, that this type of, that this kind of thing is going to be following you for a while, that just little injuries, little things that aren't going to prevent you from being, like you said, at 100% in order to play. Are you concerned about that?
No, I'm not, and I shouldn't be. I whenever I play, I have to be I have to be confident in my abilities and in my physical abilities. The ACL, I've said this before. The ACL was a contact injury. This was a contact injury. I cannot worry too much about what can happen on the court. Obviously I do move. I'm more mobile for my height, and I don't know if there has been players like that, in the past and stuff. So maybe from that aspect, I'm a little bit different. But I truly believe with a good off season, working on my movements and things like that, I'll be healthy, and I'll be able to stay healthy for a long time, which is something I expect from myself.
Brad?
Kristaps, in the last few games you had played, Dwight had been back, and when you were starting, it seemed like you were playing more power forward, which you did some of last year too. But what is kind of the biggest adjustment for you, really having to go back and forth between the two positions? How comfortable are you doing that, if that's what's needed?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, it is. I don't know. It doesn't matter as much, maybe, because me and Dwight, we talk on the court. Dwight's great, communicating stuff, and sometimes I'm the trailer, he's the trailer, and so on, and there's some. I mean, it is what it is, and we're trying to make it work, and I hope I'll have my opportunities within the offense.